entertain a motion to, rejoin regular session.
So, second.
Motion Harrison, second Freeman, that we resume, regular city council meeting. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? We're back in session. Next item, consider adopting an ordinance revising the position and classification system and pay plan for 2015. The ordinance number 2482. Chair.
Yes, Mayor and members of council. The item before you, I want to give a little bit of an overview of the Admin Services Manager position. Back in December, we hired the Network Administrator, which was hired, and we came back to council asking that that position be moved at a level that is equivalent to the Admin Services Manager, based on allowing us to hire someone who would manage the business disaster recovery plan that we have for the city. In the spring of last year, there were some internal discussions about the clerk position. As you all are aware, the clerk is the only statutory office that a jurisdiction must have. We talked about reconfiguring that to have that report to the city administrator, which is consistent with how many of the jurisdictions throughout the metro area function. The building maintenance position was previously housed in Public Works. As we move forward with our capital improvement programs, a lot of those projects are projects that would be managed as part of Public Works, with all of the infrastructure components being together with the engineering support staff, which is more appropriate. We hired an HR supervisor. You'll recall at budget adoption last year, we requested an HR supervisor position. It was approved with the 15 budget, and that supervisor would be able to lead the HR function. As a result, that would leave the Admin Services Manager position, basically supervising the HR supervisor, which is redundant in our organization and is not a good use of our financial resources. So the request tonight is to eliminate the position of the Admin Services Manager.
We do have a request to add a special events coordinator as well, though at level 4.
Yes.
Is that?
Yes. Yes.
We would open the floor for public comment regarding new business item number 4. With no one coming forward, questions for the city administrator regarding new business item number 4?
I'd like, excuse me, I'd actually like to see that we make an adjustment here with regards to the special events coordinator position. The main reason it's not part of the budget in adding the position here, we don't have it filled. Feels like it should be something that should be part of the upcoming budget cycle and planned for the next year's budget. I know this one's different, but I'd like to see if we can't make an adjustment and have this only in regards to the elimination of the single position.
I would agree with Heath on that one. I'd like to see this remove the special events coordinator, so we could talk about it in the budget, as well as other positions we may need in other departments.
You will.
I'm in agreement.
Okay. Other questions? With none forthcoming, I would entertain a motion to adopt ordinance number 2482 to eliminate the administrative services manager position, but strike the special events coordinator position. Entertain a motion.
You probably need to do a motion to break them out into one item first. You got a recommendation for two items. You've got consensus, but I think you probably need to take a
Okay.
motion on that first.
Well, could we get a motion on eliminating the special events coordinator position from the business item?
Correct.
Is that the right way to word that?
Correct.
I move that we eliminate I move that we remove the addition of the special events coordinator position at level 4 from consideration.
Second.
Motion, Freeman, second, Roberts, that we remove the special events coordinator position at level 4 from, new business item number 4 and ordinance number 2482. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The special events coordinator position has been removed. Would entertain a motion on, adopting ordinance number 2482.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Freeman, second Winters, that we adopt ordinance number 2482, revising the position and classification system and pay plan for 2015. Freeman,
Yes.
Harrison,
Yes.
Roberts,
Yes.
Winters.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2482 passes. That would be it for new business items. Council updates. Does staff have anything for council?
No, Mayor.
Cheryl, anything else?
No, Mayor.
Laura? Chief?
No, Mayor.
Council have anything for staff?
Will we have a full presentation of the salary findings, the salary study findings, in a little bit more detailed fashion, other than just the PowerPoint from tonight?
The item that we would be bringing back, that we'll need some council recommendation on, is the amount that we should look for in terms of merit increase. So that's my understanding of what our consultant's going back to work on.
In the new, or in our existing structure, they're gonna go back and say, these are our recommendations.
That is-
With the new structure.
Correct.
And we had budgeted $230,000 for it, but we, based on her recommendation, we might not spend all $230,000 on it.
That is correct. She does not anticipate that we will need $230,000 to do that.
We always say that just because we budgeted, we don't have to spend it, but
No, sure, and I understand that. My question's more just the findings as a whole. I'm sure they'll be presented in such a way beyond just, I think it was 5 slides that we had tonight, on the evaluation of where we stand, where the 93%, the 90%, the 80%, some of those things came from. I'd like to see a little bit more of those
Okay.
details.
Let me talk.
And a report that shows us exactly where that ended up. I appreciate the presentation, but it left out a lot of the details, which I'd like to see, especially from some of the things she was able to pull together in the comparison points.
Okay, I will follow up with her.
Great.
anyone else?
Yeah, I just have one thing, and, Cheryl and I talked about it this morning, but I wanted to kind of get consensus from council. We've all received quite a bit of feedback about, publishing agendas, earlier. And so one of the things that I asked is, with the new communications person, if maybe we could, publish things on the website under the dates as we know about them, knowing full well that it would be in draft form until, a week before the meeting, and all the supporting detail may not be available, but at least people would have visibility in some format to upcoming items.
Agenda items.
And what Cheryl said is she could go back and ask, to have a recommendation maybe put together, but I just wanted to get some general consensus that was.
Real quick, I mean, it used to be that council members wouldn't get an agenda until Friday? Yeah, Friday at noon, and now we get our agendas on Tuesday, and part of the reason that we didn't provide it for everybody, is we want all the members of the governing body to have a chance to digest what's in the agenda, in case there are questions that are posed to them. Just this year, we started providing that on Thursday afternoons, instead. But I do like the idea, you know, the more advance notice that we can give, if it's something that, now, I don't wanna let everybody get lost in the weeds if you see an agenda item that we're anticipating for 2 meetings down the road, and you're gonna have to live with the detail that we provide at the time, but at least it gives them an idea of where we're
Right.
going. And actually, council members as well.
I think that's a great idea.
We have the table on the page, if they could just have a proposed agenda item within that.
Right.
It could just be with very distinct terminology that says this is a proposed agenda, subject to change, up for consideration.
I think that's fair. Only thing I have, Chief, I know the 4th Citizens Police Academy is, accepting applications. Is the class filling up fast? I know the other ones have.
I think we've received 6 just today,
Huh,
so.
Fantastic. I think we just,
It'll be full within the next week.
fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. All right. If there's nothing else, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Harrison, second Freeman, that we adjourn. All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, we are in adjourn.
I know.
Kenny.
Here's the thing, all I'm gonna tell you is, I think she's good for everything but the weapons.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
FYI, you know? Yeah, I can see her going, what's wrong, what's wrong?
She's wanting a copy of the single